I'm very glad to put my name to this motion, because if you look, read and interpret what the motion says, it says that during the past 25 years of law enforcement approaches to drug use, drug-related deaths have increased by 225%, compared to a 68% reduction in road deaths in the same period, with the total number of such deaths well exceeding 10,500 people. 10,500 lives, 10,500 families. The multiplier in terms of the consequences of this are horrific to imagine. Ireland now has the joint highest rate of drug-induced deaths amongst 16 to 64-year-olds in the European Union. The number of people prosecuted for possession of personal use has increased over that period by 484%, with more than 250,000 convictions recorded for that offence. In the same period, there has been a substantial overall increase in drug use, with use of cocaine rising by 10,000% approximately, and benzodiazepines by 1,800%, and cannabis by 263%. Drug use and its harmful effects, including crimes of violence, intimidation, and extortion aimed at addicts, their families and their communities, are no longer urban phenomena and are spread across the state. Quite simply, Minister, I represent the constituency of Cork East. I have first-hand experience of witnessing deals taking place within my neighbourhood. I have first-hand experience of seeing the prevalence of usage on a recreational basis, particularly in relation to cocaine. It has become normalised in our society, and we can't keep burying our heads in the sand. The criminal justice response, to my mind, and I would have been an advocate, a strong advocate for stronger policing, it has not worked. And if I look at statistics in relation to crime figures which are issued to joint policing committees such as those in Cork County Council, detections of possession of drugs for sale or supply across the city and county fell by 351 between January and August last year to 263 in the same period this year, representing a decrease of 26%. Now, the dogs on the street know that drug use and sale and supply is increasing, but the policing response, I suggest anecdotally, that I think the policing response is moving away. The resources are not there. So I think we need the community health response now. And I think if you talk to members of An Garda Síochána privately, off the record, they will say the same thing. It is beyond policing, and it is beyond a criminal justice thought process or framework in relation to how it's being tackled. Having said all of that, and the motion is very clear, is that we still have to ensure that you go after the drug cartels and the Mr. Bigs of this world, who we now see the influence seeping down into communities where monies from drug use, from recreational use by, I would say middle-class kids and kids of all persuasions, and when I say kids, I'm talking about young adults and older, that the money that's procured from drug use is now going into a laundering, and we're seeing that in the procurement of buildings and properties throughout the state, and that needs to be tackled forthwith. But the Portuguese model does offer a solution. It involves a long-term commitment, but it's something that I think we can embrace, and if we embrace the Citizens' Assembly and set that up, let's hear what the citizens have to say, because I think we will be surprised at their response.